Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we'll be going over the markets just as usual and looking at the Bitcoin chart. The Bitcoin is coming up for the death cross. Why it might not matter this time as well. So we're going to look at a couple of charts from previous death crosses, previous golden crosses, etc. and why it might not matter as well. We're also going to hear from one of my favourite crypto YouTubers, which is Cryptolark as well. Well, we're not going to hear, well, we are going to hear from him, but it's just a part of his video today as well, or yesterday, and why I'm kind of still bullish on Bitcoin even though the price is going down just now. I'm still very bullish. I've always got a kind of bullish nature, but I do think we are in for a rise as well. So we'll be looking at that as well, and I'm just going to see if we're live or not. Hope you had a good weekend this weekend. What were we up to? We were kind of buying furniture this weekend and going to visit family in Fife as well, which was quite good. So that's what we were up to. Busy weekend. I had a kind of restful day yesterday. I was just kind of reading yesterday, which was quite cool as well. So I had a chill out day yesterday after buying some, going to IKEA and stuff as well. Right, I'm just going to see if we're live. Are we live? We've got a few people in, so I'm just going to jump over. Yeah, we've got a few people in the chat just now. Okay, I'll just jump over, see who's in. That's not the right one. We have Marcus Jafari is in the house. Welcome to you. Stephen King is in. Gordy Boy is back with us. Mohammed Khan is here. Mike D, one of our brown admins, is in the house this morning. Honest Crypto Journey is back with us as well. Good morning all. Good to be back in Scotland where the air is clear and the internet actually works. So I'm sure you won't mind me telling you, but he was over in France kind of on a painting. I'm going to show you this just now as well. Stuart, you're probably getting embarrassed with this, but I'm going to have to show them anyway because it's bloody brilliant, mate, honestly. Really good. So these are the paintings. So Stuart, Honest Crypto Journey, he's got a YouTube channel on here. You can click on the name and you'll see his YouTube channel. These are the paintings they've done. That's just two of the paintings. I think they're brilliant. Excellent paintings. So I just thought I had to kind of show that as well. Stuart, I do apologise. I'm sure you won't mind me kind of showing everybody, but it was just to give you some credit. I think they're brilliant. Anyway, Mervyn Skidmore is in as well. Dennis van der Hayden is in. Mitch Dieter is in house as well. Shakespeare 2010 is in. Audio sync is off. Nuts. Audio sync is off. I'm just going to check it myself and see what's happening. Nuts. Audio sync is off. Yeah. I'm just going to check. There's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. It doesn't really make good. Yeah, there's nothing I can do, unfortunately, about that. Is there any settings on here? Added delay, none. Low latency as well. Now, there's nothing I can do, unfortunately, so I do apologise about the audio delay. I know the lip sync is not in, no, it's not in sync at the moment, but hopefully it's not going to matter because I'm just going to be in the corner anyway, the corner of the screen. Chris Moll is in the house. Mervyn Skidmore, ag lip sync is like watching a Bruce Lee movie. I know it's a nightmare when that happens. I don't know why it happens. Loyal Tangi is in the house, very bullish. Excellent. Mitch Dieter can't see. Right, okay, is there something going on again with... Right, refresh your screen. If anybody can't see, refresh your screen. It looks okay. I thought I got the problem sorted out with the software. Did not see paintings, was still dark. The screen was still dark. Right, okay. Why is that? I'm going to show it. So has anybody seen the paintings here? Got that. There's something wrong. I don't know what it is. Right, nope, still not seeing a paint. Can you see in the corner, but still old screen? Not again, man. Right, okay, let me give me a wee second to sort this crap out. Logitech screen capture. Right, we're going to go to delete that. So it's going to go back to me. I'm just going to get the screen capture back on. Screen capture, new screen capture, add. And we're going to move this down here. So I should now be on, and we'll push that over. Right, let me see, let me know now if this is working. If you can see the paintings, this is from Honest Crypto Journey. And this is a test. Obviously I showed them earlier, but this is a test just to see if you can see the screen. So let me know now if you can see them. I thought these were brilliant. And this is just 2 of them. Love this one. Right, it should hopefully be working now. Yay, geez, they're brilliant. They are amazing. So that's screen capture sorted. Excellent, excellent, so you did see them. Good, good, so that's that sorted as well now. That's good to know. A pain in the arse sometimes. Yes, can see. Excellent, very good, good, so that's that sorted as well now. That's good to know. Get this. Got this. So we're all good to go. We're good to go. Okay, let's get into the markets. We have a market cap. Well, we've got Bitcoin at 7,939 aggregated price, but it's lower than that. We're going to look at the charts. Market capitalization of 214 billion, and Bitcoin dominance has gone down to 66.7%. Just now, we'll just see who the winners and losers are. We have Chainlink up 9%. Centrality, that's still going up 6.7%. Eternity, called that yesterday, up 6.36%. XRP finally going up. I think hopefully this is the start of the ascent for XRP. And Cardano as well. I believe Cardano is going up as well. We'll look at the charts as well. So up 5%, which is really good. Amici Go, Stellar, Lisk up as well. Not by that much, and there's only about 15% in the green just now. Dollar value wise. Who's the lowest? We've got Aurora Coin, ABBC down in double digit red. We've got Engine Coin down as well. I think that represents a good opportunity to get into Engine Coin as well when it's down here. So we'll look at some of these charts as well. We'll go to the overall Coinmarketcap, see how many cryptocurrencies we've got. We've now got 2,951 cryptocurrencies, and we're going to be looking at ones that have traded over $10,000 in volume over the last 24 hours in the hopes of finding a hidden gem. We've done it a couple of times. This is just one way of finding hidden gems, or one part of a strategy of finding hidden gems. Okay, Bitball is up 1,950% over the last 24 hours. It's up 981% over the last hour, and the volume is actually not that bad at 165,000. Don't know what's going on there, but obviously something is going on there. Ether Zero is up 119% on 2.3 million. We're going to look at Ether Zero as well. LNX protocol as well is up 118%, only on 14,000 volume, not quite as high, but it's only got a market cap of 657,000. Master Contract Token is up 51.9% on 31,000. And we'll have a look at the others that have traded some good volume. United Bitcoin, don't like these ones that have taken Bitcoin's name. There's no need for it. Bora is up 24% on 147,000 volume, but it's got a market cap of 12 million. Ideally, looking for below 5 million or below 10 million for a hidden gem. Liquidity Network up 24%, 116,000 volume, 1.2 million market capitalization. Ambrose's called that at 222. It's now 347 Satoshi. Still gone up 22%, but it's up 50% over the last couple of days. It's still only got 3.4 million volume. So it's a hidden gem in plain sight, that one. Ampleforth. Now I'm thinking, Ampleforth, I told you last week, I'm going to see if I can find this for you. 84,000 volume, 1.16. Right, I'm going to show you something. DeFi Pulse. And I'm going to show it, and this is just me putting 2 and 2 together, and I might be totally wrong. Crypto briefing. I want to show you this if I can find it again. Now, I got an email, and I couldn't find this last time, but I found it after the live. And I was talking about DeFi, September the 27th. Nope. If you've not checked out Simetri from Crypto Briefing, I would definitely check that out. I love kind of Simetri research. And they're coming out on Tuesday, and they're going to give a report on a new coin on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. And one of the reports is going to be the coin of the month, but it's under 2 million market capitalization. It's in the DeFi space, and it could actually be about to blow up. This is what they're saying, and this is from Hans, from the CEO of Crypto Briefing. Right, so I'm just going to see if I can find this for you. I can't find it. So basically, I was saying, kind of, is this going to be bigger than Google? So DeFi, they're talking about the DeFi space, going to be bigger than Google, and they're talking about a kind of site called DeFi Pulse, which I showed you on Friday, I believe. And they're talking about all the ones that were listed here, and they've got the DeFi list on DeFi Pulse as well. If you're not into DeFi, check this out. It just gives you a basic understanding of what DeFi is, decentralized finance basically, and it's going to be the biggest players. It's going to be the biggest dApps that are on kind of using smart contracts and using the blockchain, etc. And I think it's really a good time to get into DeFi just now. But they've got listed here projects, listed Ampleforth, a digital asset protocol for smart commodity money. So I'm going to look at Ampleforth just now. So I've been digging, as I said, I was going to dig last week to see if I could find out first what this coin was that Crypto Briefing might be talking about. They're it's under 2 million and could be about to explode. So Ampleforth, smart commodity money. Ample is a commodity money like Bitcoin or gold, but with near perfect supply elasticity like fiat. It is the first sound money with the elastic supply. And talking about why it was created, it looks really good, and I've just seen it here as well, going up 22% over the last 24 hours. This could be the coin that Crypto Briefing are talking about. So we'll just have a look at Ampleforth just now. So we can see it's just came on to Coinmarketcap in June of 2019. The market is on Eveningland, which is not brilliant to be honest, but you can still create an account and get some there as well. Since it came to market, down 52%, but that's not unusual. Tweets October the 3rd, so they are, because it doesn't represent a form of debt or IOU, so it's just talking about what it is. So they're active on social media, quite a lot actually, which is good to see as well. So take note, Ampleforth. Take a note of Ampleforth and just see if this is the one that Crypto Briefing talk about tomorrow. But you're not going to know that anyway because you have to sign up for the subscription as well. That's at Simetri Research. It's going to be the coin of the, it might be the coin of the month. So I won't be able to tell you, obviously for obvious reasons. I'm subscribed to Simetri Research, but I won't be able to tell you if it is or not. So you can if you kind of sign up for it as well. But I think this could possibly be the one. But there's a link down below to sign up for Simetri, and I'll get a small percentage as an affiliate if you do sign up with Simetri. But I love their stuff, and I wouldn't talk about anybody unless I kind of love their stuff as well. So that is the thing. Ampleforth, I think, is going to be the coin of the month. I'll soon find out tomorrow what that is. But obviously I won't be able to tell you, unfortunately. But it's going up anyway, so take a look into it as well. It looks an interesting project, to say the least. Okay, Crypto Bubbles. What's going on with Crypto Bubbles? Just now, this is over the last 24 hours, and this is on the USD value. We've got Maximine coin is down 18% just now, down 39% on the week, but it's still 415% up over the year. Link is up 9.6% over the last 24 hours, which we've seen as well. So taking a look, a stand back at that, if we kind of stand back from it, and take a look. It's kind of in the red just now. Over the last hour, totally different. It's turning green. So it could be that the alts are coming up a wee bit over the last hour, and hopefully over the next 24 hours it's going to be green as well. So we've got Crypterium, which is up 2%, which was part one of Tika Tiwari's kind of picks, 5 picks to make 5 million over the next couple of years. So that is up again after going down. What other ones? Synthetics Network is up as well. ETP, ETN as well. And we'll see in BTC value. BTC value is a wee bit different. So we're talking, once we see the USD value, because the Bitcoin price has gone up. So we'll take a look at the Bitcoin price chart as well. So it might have gone up a wee bit more, because it did drop down to about 7,700. Since come back up. So we'll take a look at that as well and just see who else has joined us, if anybody. Shaker paintings are great, good job. Yeah, they were really good. By the way, Lambos are crap to drive. Mike D showed us a picture of him getting out of a video getting out of a Lambo. I would imagine I heard they were crap to drive as well. Happy you said that, Mervyn. Turner is my favourite artist. That's from Stuart. Good skills. Thanks, still learning but enjoying massively. Morning all. That's from Andreas. Crypto Knowledge Alliance is in the house. One of our very own admin as well. And one of the brown admins. And also got his own channel as well at Crypto Knowledge Alliance. Just click on that. Check on that and he'll be updating the channels hopefully soon as well. But that's a very own Jimbo as well. Good to see you, Jimbo. Okay, let's look at the Bitcoin, and let's look at the fear index first. We never looked at that. It's 31 just now. So the fear is kind of getting lower. Well, the fear is getting higher, to be honest. So the lower it goes, the higher the fear is, which means there's more opportunities in the market, because when people are fearful, they do silly things and kind of usually sell off Bitcoin. But I think it's going to reverse anyway. I want to show you this clip. Well, I'll show you this clip first. No, I'll show you the Bitcoin chart first. We'll look at the Bitcoin chart. So this is coming up for the death cross. So you can see here, this is the 50 MA. I usually have the EMAs on, and I've got my own kind of EMAs and the parameters for them as well. But this is the 50 MA and 200 MA, which a lot of stock market people use. So it's kind of been transferred over to the crypto market as well. And it's significant because a lot of people pay attention to it. So the death cross is when the 50 MA crosses down over the 200 MA. I was watching Alicia Rastani this morning as well, and he was talking about how this is not really significant, but he kind of... I left a comment on the video, I'll show you kind of why. So basically what Alicia Rastani was saying, it said, if the 50 MA is going down the way, but the 200 MA is going up the way, it's on an upward slope, then it doesn't really matter about the death cross. It's not as significant as the two of them going down. So we'll see past ones. We'll look at past ones just now. We're not going to go on that one because that's the one that kind of contradicted what he was actually saying. So this is one here. I know that's a kind of golden cross. So the death cross would be here. As well. So he was talking about back in 2014. So the 50 MA was going down obviously, but the 200 MA was going up. He said, so this wasn't a significant drop. It wasn't that big of a deal. And he kind of cited this one as an example. Only fell by, when it fell by about 24%, which is a big drop, but it's not that significant compared to what it's done before. In contrast to that, he was saying back in 2014 again, when the 50 MA was going down, also the 200 MA was going down as well. This is when it was a significant drop. And we got a 72% drop here. And he cited a few others as well. This was going sideways, the 200 MA was going sideways, the 50 MA was going down. Not a significant drop at all. Only about 10% or something, he said. So that doesn't really matter as well. So he's saying this one is not going to matter either because the 200 MA is going up. However, he didn't look at this one, which kind of went against what he was saying. The 200 MA is going up here. This is back in 2018. And this, the 50 MA is going down. And it dropped by over 67%. So its peak, it went down to about 67% drop. So that was quite significant, and it kind of goes against what he was saying. So we've got a similar situation here. The 200 MA is going up, but the 50 MA is going down. And Alicio Rastani is saying that's not really going to matter that much because the 200 MA is up as well. There's something to look out for. We're going to get that death cross. I don't think it's going to be significant. I want to show you something else as well. This is the Guppy. I don't know if you've seen this as well. This is the Super Guppy, which I showed you in the past, and it crossed over on a weekly. Now I'm going to kind of make this much smaller because I'll show you what we were talking about the last time we looked at the Super Guppy. So the Super Guppy is made up of all these kind of moving averages and exponential moving averages, etc. as well. It's got all these lines on it. When it turns green, in the past, you're looking at history, when it turns green, it kind of usually rises by a significant amount. So this was back in 2012. It was a 427-day period, and it was a rise of about 9,600%. So it went from $12 to $1,169 before it turned red. Okay, so it happened again. The Super Guppy crossed over in January 2016, and the weekly Super Guppy turned green. Lasted to its peak for 700 days, and we'll kind of go here. And we'll show you a 700-day period, a rise of around 4,300%, from 447 to 19,600. So I was kind of not presuming, but I was kind of charting it and looking at the previous numbers. This, if it crossed over again, the Super Guppy on the weekly, it should have lasted for around about maybe 400 days and got around about 2,000%. So crossed over here in June 2019. And we'll just go to here, bring this down, and show you kind of what I was saying here as well. Just see if I can get it. So I was predicting it was going to last for, 1,100-day period, and it was going to be a rise of around 2,000% from $9,000 to $192,000. Obviously, 1,100 days, you're talking about a couple of years. Back into 2022. That's still, we're in a Super Guppy just now, we're still in a weekly Super Guppy, we can see here. But if the price reaches round about the 7,600 or 7,500 level, it could negate this Super Guppy, and every time it's reached previous levels of the bottom line of the Super Guppy, then it's kind of went down significantly as well. We can see here it's dropped, and we can see by 50% a couple of times. The last couple of times it's done that, when it crossed over, when it touched this line. Well, yeah, about 50% as well on the close. So we don't want it to reach 7,000, between 7,400 and 7,500. If it does, we could see another significant drop to around about the 4,000 level. Hopefully it's not going to hit that. So we can see here we're very close to hitting that line. So we don't want it to be in the 7,400s, or it could go back down to the 4,000 level. If we pay attention, and if we take the history as being significant as well, looking at the Super Guppy. So it'll be interesting to know what you think about that as well. Let's go. David D is in the house. Steve checking in from Panama. BAT has been hot, needs to pass 0.20 and hold above. Yes, BAT has been hot. We'll look at the charts later on as well. Brilliant that you're tuning in from Panama as well. I'm really glad to see you in, David. Mervyn Skidmore, descending channel, 12k this week. That'd be excellent. And Gareth Passage, good morning to you. Mark Innes is in the house. Welcome to you. Isn't HCG talented? He is. He is indeed. I loved him. I think you could auction them off. As well, Stuart. I think you've got a new career there as a painter. As an artist, not a painter. That's totally different. Okay, I'm going to show you this as well. I want to show you this from Cryptolark. I love Cryptolark. If you've not checked him out, just type in Cryptolark in the kind of top of the search box and you'll find his channel. He's got some brilliant videos, he's got great analysis, very intelligent, very, very down to earth, and I really love his channel. So check out his channel, he's amazing. And I want to show you a clip from him as well. So you'll not see me for a second, and I'll show you this clip. Hopefully it works okay.
But the general mood right now in Bitcoin land seems to be a rather somber one for many investors. However, there are a few key technical moves that are happening in the background that show that Bitcoin is far from being in trouble and is likely just gearing up for its next big move. First, we have the good old stock to flow ratio, which is indicating that we are now entering a new phase. As we can see in this chart here, the stock to flow just flipped to orange, which indicates that we are gearing up for a new big cycle run. If we can rely on this chart, then it would seem to be indicating that we are getting ready for some serious bullish price action in the coming 6 to 12 months, which of course lines up nicely with the Bitcoin halving, which is not likely to be priced in quite yet. And more importantly, of course, the post-halving gains, with Bitcoin bull price peaks traditionally coming 12 to 18 months after a halving event. Well, it may be hard to fathom at this point in time. When this bull cycle really heats up, we're going to take that next big step up, maybe up to $100,000, and we're never going to look back to these kind of price lows. Another indicator which is very much worth paying attention to is the GTI Global Strength Indicator, which is a measure of upward and downward movements of successive closing prices. Now this indicator just flashed a buy signal, as you can see here. The last time it did this was when Bitcoin bottomed out at $3,150 in the middle of December last year. If we see Bitcoin solidly consolidate around $8,000, then we should see a situation where we build that into solid upward price momentum. What we are seeing right now is a transition period from that initial exuberant euphoria around exiting the doldrums of the bear market of early 2019, late 2018, to a time of consolidation and accumulation before things really start to kick off. The next big step up is unlikely to happen overnight, of course.
Okay, so that was Cryptolark. If you've not checked him out, go check him out just now. I think he's brilliant. I love his analysis, I love his videos, the short videos as well. Unlike mine, which are quite long, I know that, I understand that, and this is probably one of the reasons we've not got as many subscribers, but he's obviously kind of really good as well. He's really down to earth. I love his kind of analysis of things as well. So definitely check him out. But a few things he was saying, he was talking about the GTI kind of index as well, and he's talking about a couple of other things as well that are really bullish for Bitcoin. I feel that way as well with regards to Bitcoin, even though we're on a kind of downward spiral just now with regards to the Bitcoin price, 7,865. Doesn't look good at all. Looks like we're going to hit the death cross as well. Doesn't look good. But for the main, I think we are going to go up big time for Bitcoin as well. I'm extremely bullish, very not concerned at all about the price kind of going down at this moment in time. And I think we're going to go have a big rise for Bitcoin, as well as a couple of other ones as well, likes of XRP, Ethereum, Litecoin, Cardano as well. I think are going to shoot up big time as well. So I think we're entering a period, what he was talking about there, of consolidation as well. And Bakkt was talking about this as well. The CEO of Bakkt was talking about this is where Bitcoin is. We're in a price discovery just now. We're in a new price discovery. Price discovery is talking about where the market kind of decides what the real value of the price of Bitcoin is. And I think we're entering that phase just now of price discovery again. With this, there's not going to be a lot of manipulation. There probably still is manipulation, but we're going to get this price discovery, and it looks as if it's round about this $8,000 level. And then once we've found that, that's when people are going to start jumping in. That's when the institutions are going to start coming in, and that's when we're going to see a big, significant rise in the Bitcoin price. And we're probably going to get another altcoin season as well. And I feel that's kind of happening just now as well with regards to the altcoins. We're starting to see some movement with the altcoins. There's some good rises in the altcoins just now, despite kind of Bitcoin price going down just now, and quite significantly. And there's some good rises in the altcoin market as well. And I've called a few in the premium group as well. If you're interested in the premium group, there's a link down below. You can get 3 free videos before you even decide if you want to join the premium group. So click on the link down below as well to get the 3 free videos and check that out as well. Okay, just go back to chat. Marquez, Mervyn Skidmore, it's Weird Al Yankovic. I don't know if you remember him. Yeah, nice shirt, Lark, says Marquez. Imran Chowdhury, good morning. Steve-O, good morning to you, Imran. Good to see you back, mate. Tony P is in the house. IBM is partnered with Stellar. Yeah, there's lots of good things going on. Stellar Women's obviously as well. So I'm talking about the big guns as well. Stellar would be included in that obviously as well. I know I don't often mention them. It's because I've not done as much research as I have on the other ones. Honest Crypto Johnny, still waiting for my pension to transfer into HL SIP. Could still be a few weeks. Hopefully BTC and ETH don't move too much before they can get into these ETNs. I actually got mine through the other day, Stuart. So mine came through the other day, and immediately I kind of bought kind of Bitcoin. I went into Bitcoin just now. I was going to go into Ethereum as well, but I'm going to leave it and just go into Bitcoin, and I'll put more in from the business into the kind of pension, because obviously it's good for tax as well. So I'm going to do Ethereum with that. Jason Clayton is in the house. Imran, this last leg down needs to be seen as a gift for you so you can pick up a fortune for a pittance. Ask yourself a question. When does a new asset class crypto appear? Extremely rare. Don't miss out. This is it. This is the main thing that I keep telling people as well. Bitcoin has been around now for 10 years. If it was going to go away, if it was a fad, if nobody was going to use it, it would have disappeared by now. It would have disappeared. It's not going to be in the mindset. What's happening just now is it's slowly seeping into the subconscious minds of everybody. Not just you and I, because we know about it. We talk about it every day. We think about it every day. And let's be honest, we do. It's kind of top of our minds all day, every day. But slowly seeping into the subconscious minds of everybody in kind of Britain and America and kind of Asia and Australia, just all around the world. It's slowly seeping into the subconscious. Most people have heard about Bitcoin now. They might not know what any other cryptocurrencies are. They might not have heard of Ethereum, might not have heard of kind of XRP or Cardano or Stellar or any of the other ones, but they've heard about Bitcoin. Previously, a lot of people hadn't even heard about Bitcoin because it just wasn't there in the subconscious minds of the kind of population. But now most people have heard of Bitcoin. And even more importantly, I think, is the next generation that are coming up. They're actually in Bitcoin just now. They've actually bought some Bitcoin just now as well. This is not going to go away. If you truly fundamentally believe that Bitcoin is not going to go away, then you have to say that Bitcoin is going to rise in value. It's going to rise in price as a store of value, possibly as a cryptocurrency, which was what it was first meant to be, possibly as that, as the tech becomes more advanced and the transactions are going to be going to be much quicker as well. It is going to be used as a cryptocurrency, or could be used as a cryptocurrency. If not, store of value at the very least for Bitcoin. So I think this is a brilliant opportunity to buy, even if it goes down to $4,000. It'd just be a case of, okay, I'll try and find as much money as possible and try and buy even more of it for the future and just store it for the future, and then start looking at trading kind of smaller altcoins and see if you've got any hidden gems in there. They're going to be the big ones of the future as well. Imran, this last like, all right, what are the good things going on with Stellar? I don't really know, because that's what I'm saying. I don't really research Stellar. There really has been no news since Jesse Lund and Stanley White left IBM in like June. XRM just follows XRP, which is a better asset. Which is better. I think I've obviously researched XRP. I've not really researched Stellar at all, so I don't really know what's going on, and I don't keep up to date with them. And it's just a preference. It's not nothing. It's not me saying I don't believe in Stellar. Well, kind of is, but I just believe more in kind of XRP, what it's doing as well, because I've followed it so long as well, and there's probably a bias there on my side as well. I still think it's going to explode. I still think they're building a brilliant network as well, but we'll need to wait and see. China has now virtually become cashless. Stores reject paper currency for WeChat electronic money and crypto and mobile. Asia leads crypto. The West is starting to feel the change Asia enjoys already. Indeed. And that's why I think America is in extreme danger just now of falling by the wayside. I think they're in extreme danger of falling by the wayside with the regulations they're trying to bring in, and I understand why they're doing it. but I do feel there's an element of greed in there as well. I feel there's an element from America of kind of halting things just now until they can catch up, until they can do their own research and start buying up Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as well, predominantly Bitcoin. And if they do that, if they continue to do that with the SEC and the kind of government regulations and Donald Trump kind of tweets and stuff like that, they're going to fall by the wayside, and Asia is just going to take totally over, and they're going to dominate the cryptocurrency market, and they're kind of dominating the cryptocurrency market just now. On his crypto journey, I asked one of my pupils about Bitcoin. They said they hadn't even heard of it. They were clueless about crypto and had no idea what I was talking about. It struck me that we are in early. Now, that's very true, Stuart, and we've been saying this for the last 2 years. And because I've been saying this, well, since I've had this channel, we are in the early adopter stage. So it's like finding out about gold back in California in the 1800s. Everybody's saying, oh, there's gold in them there mountains or whatever. And people are starting to say, nah, there's not gold. I'm not going to do it. But some of the people like you and I, we're the kind of early gold adopters. We went to the mountains, we were kind of digging, or we were the very first ones to get there, and we were the ones that found most of the gold. And before the kind of big mining companies came and stuff like that as well. So this is what it's like just now. Before the gold rush hasn't even started yet. We're nowhere near even starting. This is, at the moment, if you can kind of do the kind of analogy of the kind of gold, talking about that, it's just a whisper just now. It's just little whispers that are going around different towns, and one or two people from each town are just starting to think, do you know what, it might be worth it digging for gold and going out panning for gold as well. This is what it's like just now, I feel. So that's a good point. Tony P, Medium article called "The Bullish Case for Bitcoin" is a good read and argues that stored value has to come before means of exchange. It's a really good read and one to show no coiners. Tony P, if you've got a link for that, let me know. Or if you've got the title of it, and just paste in. I know you can't post links in. I don't know why you can't post links in. YouTube must kind of ban it. Imran, Shenzhen is the new Silicon Valley. More venture capital money went to Shenzhen than Silicon Valley for the first time in 2019. All tech companies have their research companies in China. Yeah, there's a good one. I don't know if they're out now. I don't think it's China actually. Is it hash.com? With this one, the most consequential one. So mission is we're looking for blockchain geeks. Simon Kim. Right, okay, so it's kind of changed. Hash.com, they're an investment company. Followed them for a while. Actually, back earlier this year, and I looked at kind of everything they were doing. And it looked really promising, the companies they were kind of getting into, like Hedera Hashgraph and stuff like that as well. So still follow them, but they've obviously changed the website a while ago. It's an early stage venture fund focused on backing founders who are pioneering the future of blockchain and cryptocurrency. Hash is based in Seoul and San Francisco. So it's an Asian project. I think this could be really good, so it's good to follow them as well. So there's a lot of kind of companies like that as well that are coming out. Okay, we'll look at what's happening on KuCoin. KuCoin ING has gone up about 113%, but it's only on 0.76 volume, so discount that altogether. AMB has gone up, Ambrosis has gone up, we've seen that as well. I'm going to show you the calls I've made. So far it's been a good kind of October. So far I've made about 12 calls. I'm up 10% average gain, and the drawdown is very, very low just now. We're still in the green on every single drawdown. Ambrosis has been the big one at 55%. Up over, called on 3rd of October, it went up 55% in its peak to, I think it was 345, yep, 345, and these are all still in play just now, but I've called them already, so it doesn't really matter. If you want to join the premium group, you can, there's a link down below as well. So October's gearing up to be a good month for the alts, not just for my calls, but for the alts in general. It looks as if it's going to be a good month for the alts as well. We'll go back to KuCoin. ACAT is up, and that's on 40 Bitcoins worth of volume, which is quite good. It has been higher than that as well. I've not really made any calls for KuCoin over the last couple of days. I've never seen really good opportunities because the volume is quite low on some of them, but I still rate KuCoin itself. We'll have a look at KCS. USDT was the price, $1.05. Brilliant price for KuCoin. We're on a strong support here, so it could bounce from here at $1.05. If it goes below that, we're looking at around about 91 cents, but I still think it represents a brilliant opportunity. What some of the other ones I've been looking at. 245 called UTK, which is UTrust. Holding them long term just now. I think they could do really well long term. And UTK. The same with DAG. I've not checked DAG as well. BTC, I think they're going down, so I think that is a good opportunity to buy as well. Yes, I think that's a really good opportunity. So another opportunity to buy some DAG there as well. Sol, I really like Sol as well. 663, another, kind of came down a wee bit, it was starting to go back up again. So it was a good opportunity at 525. I think I called it previously at 570, it went up to 888, but this has got long legs, this one. Let's go to Binance as well, see what's happening with Binance. AMB is the top, it's down to 293. Just now, it's coming down. I still think if you were in the call, if you managed to get in the call 222 and I called it, obviously time to take some profits as well. I can't tell you when to take profits, but if you're jumping up to 20, 30, 40%, time to start taking profits with that. It might jump back up again once it reaches a 7 EMA at 260 if it goes down to that much. I still think we've got legs on Ambrosis as well. IoTex is up, TNT is up as well. Eternity is up, called that yesterday or the day before. It's now up to 2224. And what did we get to? High of 2319. AE 2319, I've got that in already, so that's a 14% rise, and that was called yesterday morning, so that's good. OST, so there's going to be quite a few that are going up as well. Go to USD, WEN still going down, PundiX going down as well. This is the dollar value because the BTC pairings have been taken off. Dent going down as well, BTT going down. Not good there. We'll jump back to chat, see if there's any questions or chat there. Imran, stages 1, innovation stage, 2 early adopters, 3 early majority, 4 main majority, 5 late majority, 6 laggards. We're definitely in stage 2, the early adopters. So totally agree with that, Imran. The deal of the century was by Sequoia, who invested in Tencent back in 2004 and made a 500,000% gain, which $1 in, $5,000 back. I can only imagine how much to put in. That would be like putting $200 in and getting $1 million out. Unbelievable. Tony P is called The Bullish Case for Bitcoin by Vijay Boyapati. Excellent. I'll just have a wee quick look at that. So you can see I can't put the link in. I don't think it'll give me the link as well. Let's just see if that's a setting on my part, but I think it's a YouTube setting. It's 2018. Part 1 of 4, so he's got a couple of parts to this one. March 2000, March 2018 Genesis. Excellent. Right, I'm going to bookmark that and put it in Crypto Interesting. Oh, I've just seen that there. Right, thanks very much for that. So if anybody's looking to find that, just kind of highlight this and kind of put it into a search engine and you'll find it. It was recommended by Plan B. Excellent. Excellent, Tony. Thanks very much. West has FANG, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Google. China has BAT, Baidu, Alibaba, Tencent. SAV share a video link with some amazing opportunities for Chinese stocks. Yes, brilliant. If you do that, Imran, that would be excellent. Gareth Passage, fuel. So look at a few charts. Before we go on to that, I'll look at a few kind of news stories as well that I was kind of looking at. Multiple traders predict an incoming alt season in crypto. And this is from ccn.com. So it's just saying Paddy Stash, I spoke about Paddy Stash last week. And the moment of truth is approaching. For the past 2 months, BTCD has lost the gains it made through, and this is the Bitcoin dominance, has lost the gains through August. Now it's gone to significant support, which creates a major shift and will lead to further larger scale loss of support. This is how it starts. Dominoes are falling. So he's talking about the Bitcoin price, but he's also talking about the alts coming up as well. So there's a lot of kind of traders think there's going to be an altcoin season coming as well. I think it's starting just now as well. I think we're still going to get the altcoin purge as well, but you might have one last kind of ditch attempt to kind of get some alts moving as well. But I think we're going to have an alt season as well. Hong Kong ATMs run out of money as Bitcoin trading volume balloons. I'm going to look at another story that includes this as well. IKEA accepts supply chain transaction via the Ethereum blockchain. And it's just because I was at IKEA yesterday, I was kind of looking at this. Actually, I was wondering when some of the big companies like IKEA were going to get onto the blockchain. And I just seen this morning, so I thought that was quite appropriate to kind of share that as well. Right, this is the one I want to look at. Full recent government actions which are bullish for Bitcoin. And this is from beingcrypto.com. So he's talking about kind of government activity around the world has demonstrated that individuals need to be able to control their own money. Here are 4 major news stories which made the case for Bitcoin. So this is governments buggering everything up basically. This is what they're doing, and it's kind of happening in America, it's happening in Britain just now, it's happening in Europe just now as well. This is a good case for kind of Bitcoin being a store of value as well. So Turkish government freezes 3 million plus bank accounts. As previously reported in Being Crypto, the Turkish government announced that it would be freezing bank accounts from individuals or companies who either owe taxes or have outstanding debts. Over 2.5 million individuals who owe taxes are having their assets frozen, while over 800,000 will suffer the same fate due to outstanding debts. Unbelievable that that's happening. Imagine if that happened over here. Hong Kong bank and ATM runs. So some ATMs in Hong Kong have been running out of cash reserve, which has led to a currency shortage. ATMs owned by HSBC in particular have been found empty as Hong Kong citizens are looking to convert their savings to physical currency. This is due to a valid fear that mainland China surveils protesters by following their digital spending habits. There's also been a significant spike in OTC Bitcoin trading in the country as well. I think it's been the highest of the week. Indian PMC Bank put under restrictions, blocks withdrawals. So the Reserve Bank of India recently ordered PMC Bank to restrict its withdrawals since it's under investigation. Another big cock-up from the banks as well. And European central banks boost quantitative easing as well. So ECB President Mario Draghi has said that the bank will restart its quantitative easing measures, as reported by Forbes, and the bank deposit rate is now at an all-time low of minus 0.5%. The Eurozone economy has largely been stagnant, which means that now demand has to be inflated by the effective printing of more currency. Either central banks like the Federal Reserve also find itself in a similar position. The end result is a runaway monetary policy. So what quantitative easing is, obviously they can put out more money there as well, print more money, or they can buy debt as well on a large scale. And that's been happening for years and years. The economy is going to pot at the moment. It'll be sorted out, always is, it always has been, always will be, to a degree. But to this degree that more and more people know about it, more and more people are more savvy about what the governments are up to just now, what the banks are up to, what the people in control are up to. More and more people are much savvy. They're going to take it into their own hands and start buying Bitcoin in a big way. I think that's what's going to happen, and this is what's going to drive people to kind of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as well. These kind of things are going on around the world. This is only the start. I believe this is, and it's not kind of doomsday, it's nothing like that. It's just people are going to wake up and go, what the hell are you doing to our countries? Unbelievable. I think that's what's going to happen. This is what's going to drive Bitcoin price up hugely. It's just going to be a parabolic rise from here as well. Okay, go back to chat and see some of the ones we want to look at. Right, fuel. We'll go to fuel. Fuel BTC. Okay, we're going to go back to my charts. This is the MA. We'll take the MAs off. So fuel has crossed over on a daily, which is a good sign. Always a good sign. It's at 47 Satoshi at the moment. Volume is not there. We'll look at the volume as well. And the volume is there, sorry. So the volume has been there since kind of round about the crossover, actually at 36 Satoshi. It's kind of gone up since then. and did jump up by about 84%, since come back down, but it looks as if it could bounce off the 50 MA. So fuel looks a really good buy at the moment. Volume is up, although it's come back down over the last kind of week or so. So it could be a good one to buy into as well. Look at that. VET, that's VeChain. Kind of spoke about this. It's coming up for the crossover. It still looks at a good buy. The volume is not really there just now. It's coming up for the crossover, but the volume's not there just now. It doesn't really, well, it doesn't mean things as well, but it'd be better if the volume was there as well. But the volume might just come in and spike. But it looks as if it's bottoming out just now, and it could be an accumulation period that VeChain are going through just now, and then an explosive period just now. So this could easily jump by 100% within the space of a couple of days. So just watch out for VeChain. I wouldn't discount it. I don't think. I think it will survive the altcoin purge as well. There's just too many good stuff going on with VeChain just now. I think it definitely will survive the altcoin purge. So this is a good one to kind of look at for short term as well as long term if you're into VeChain. But short term, if you're a trader, it could when it goes, it's going to probably jump by 100%, or between 50 and 100%. I think was going to happen with VeChain. So I hope that helps, Gareth. Imran Chowdhury, Steve, imperative documentary for serious investors. My recommendation. The title of the video is New Money. It's greatest wealth creation event in history, 2019. Full documentary on YouTube. Excellent. Have I seen this as well? Did I? Is this the one I watched? Oh, it's not the one I watched. Right, I'm just going to bookmark it. It's crypto interesting. Excellent. Thanks very much for that, Imran. Honest Crypto, thanks, Steve. Need to run out the door now, but great live as always. Thanks, mate. And well done on the paintings as well. They're excellent. Honestly, excellent, Stuart. Imran, Link is breaking out. I've seen that this morning as well, but it's already jumped. I still think it's going to break out more, Link, but it's already jumped by a fair amount. Yeah. So since the crossover, I like to look at the crossovers jump by 50%. Not to say that it's not going to jump further. But I like to look for ones that are just about to break out, and this kind of broke out 2 weeks ago, to be honest, around about the 25th of September. It crossed over to 19,000, and it was at a low of 15,000, and we spoke about it back then as well. That's a perfect opportunity to buy, and it's jumped since then of around about 89-90%. So Link is going to be big in the future as well. 2020 will be interesting. It will be indeed. Hi everybody, how's it going? That's King1969. Good to have you back, mate. Not seen you in a while. Binance US has 0 trading fees for the moment. Obviously, that's to entice people in for Binance US. I wonder how that's going. I've not looked at the volume on Binance US. Would you hold PundiX or sell with another coin? For me, if I held PundiX just now, and I'd held it from way back when, I'd just keep on holding it just now. To be honest, because it might just come back. Right now, PundiX, you could say, okay, I'm expecting this to go to 0, and just kind of expect it. Anything else is a bonus from there, because it just looks a good project. It looks a good team. They're making money. They've got products. I just don't know what's up with it, so I would hold it. Being perfectly honest. ZIL and PHP. Somebody spoke about ZIL this morning, so we'll look at ZIL as well. ZIL, BTC. Coming up for the crossover. I'm going to put the I'm just going to look at 1 second, volume. Right, style, volume MA. I like to look at the volume MA. I'm going to do a yellow line there. Do that line. So this is a kind of moving average for the volume. So the volume has kind of spiked over the last couple of days, which is good. I like to see the kind of volume going up as well. But it's coming up for the crossover. It says all-time low. Just now, coming off this all-time low. See, the thing to you, the risk to reward ratio is fantastic here. So if you look at the risk to reward ratio, so if you're going in at this price and you say, okay, the bottom has been about 58. And I don't know, I don't really use the risk to reward ratio a lot. I don't see it there. I should have got this up. And when I do use it, I do like using it, but I just don't tend to use it. What the hell is it? Forecast, long position. So if we went in here, kind of looked at that, and we'll go in auto. Nope. Come down. And go in auto mode. Pull this up. So if we say there, so you've got 3.44, and what price would it go up to? Probably around about the 113 mark. Bring that down. So it's a good risk to reward ratio, 2.44 there as well. So I think that could be a really good kind of play there if you're going for ZIlliqa as well for the future. So yeah, I think the risk to reward ratio is really good there. And we spoke about it a couple of times, but it's at its all-time low at 58. I think it could do really well from here as well. I don't think it's going to die in the altcoin purge. We'll get through a couple of more as well. XRP are making moves. I want to look at them as well. XRP, BTC, and Cardano as well. So 3,388. So we kind of looked at the crossover, and it's kind of jumped up about 25%, which is brilliant for XRP. It's not crossed over since September 2018. Crossed over now. I still think this is going to explode. This is just a start. So I said a couple of weeks ago, it's a slow explosion, which is kind of a nice image to have in your head, but it's a slow explosion, and I think this is what's happening with XRP just now. Also think the same is happening with Cardano just now. So it's just crossing over at the moment, 497 Satoshi just now. Again, this is going to be a slow explosion as well for Cardano. Volume is up slightly over the average. No, it's not really up over the average, but it's starting to come back up. So Cardano I really like as well. LTC, what's that doing? Look at Litecoin. Not really into Litecoin as much. I still think it has legs and it's going to rise with the other majors as well, like Ethereum. I'm more into Ethereum, more interested in Ethereum. That kind of crossed over. It's already jumped by about 15%. Still think there's a lot of room to grow for Ethereum from here, and think that's going to explode as well. So I think we're going to explode with XRP, with Cardano, with Ethereum as well, and we're probably going to go with Litecoin as well. I would imagine that's going to jump as well. A prominent Indian bank closed its doors as also, yep, destroy families. For me, banks are basically a mainstream BitConnect Ponzi scheme that the layman has false confidence in. That confidence will come crashing down very soon. We're starting to see that just now. We're truly starting to see that the banks are just screwing everybody around just now. And it's a matter of, okay, what can we do about it just now? Steve, you realise that those of us who are investing for our futures will see people around us falling to the wayside. We're going to have to help pick them up. We're going to be the torchbearers and helpers. I don't see it getting to that stage, to be honest, Imran. But yes, I think what we're trying to do just now is trying to help people just now and trying to educate people, but it's still a gamble. It's still a risk at this stage. To other people, it's a risk and a gamble. To us, it's not. It's just a way of the future. But nobody. How do you tell people that? It's like saying mobile phones was the way of the future when it was just kind of a big brick. When mobile phone was a brick, it's like trying to tell people that. People would laugh at you. And same with the internet as well. So you have to let people find. It's about kind of Bitcoin discovery. It's almost like price discovery and finding the right price of Bitcoin when the market will decide what the right price of Bitcoin is. It's like Bitcoin discovery. You can tell people about it. You don't force it. You don't push it in the faces. You let them discover it for themselves. And this is what's happening just now. People are discovering it for themselves, as well as the likes of me and you kind of talking about it to friends and family and talking on YouTube channels. You have to have that kind of period of Bitcoin discovery as well. And it's going to be like that for the next 5-10 years as well. Gareth Passage, thank you. Always nice to have a second burn. Good. G-Slick is in the house as well. Ethos to become Voyager. Do you think this could be a good move? I think always a name change is always kind of a good thing. Not always a good thing, but it is a good thing because it changes people's perception. Because people lose the old perception of what Ethos was, and I still think Ethos is good. I don't think that there's anything wrong with the old perception of it. But just changing name, it could be, from a marketing point of view, is a brilliant strategy. And I think a lot of other companies should do that as well. A lot of other projects could do that as well, just reinvent themselves. So it's a bit like kind of Madonna reinventing herself every 5-10 years. I think not that project has to do that, but because crypto's had such a bad rap over the last couple of years, or also had such a bad rap, and kind of all the altcoins have come down, I don't think there's any harm at all in changing the name. I think it's a good marketing strategy for doing that. Gareth Passage, watch 18th of October. And what's that for? Is that for ZIlliqa? Low Tangent and TRX. TRX is coming up as well. I called that the other day. It's crossed over in the daily. It's up to 189 at the moment. So I think we could see a rise. 196 has risen to excellent. I'll need to update my price. So it was 198. So called TRX the day before, 198. So we're up to 10.61 rise. It's a good thing. So for TRX, the next kind of real resistance for TRX, you've not got real resistance until about 275, because it's passed through. I kind of told everybody in the premium group, if this shoots through 182, I said the line was here. If it shoots through 182, then we're going up much higher for TRX. We kind of broke out of the triangle here. The ascending triangle broke out. It broke out beautifully just near the kind of apex of it on the 26th of September, and it's jumped up. It broke out at 192 as well. So the next kind of real test for it, probably around about the 230 mark. So I think we're going to reach that quite easily. So TRX is still in play just now, although it's up 10% from where I called it. So it looks like a good move for TRX. What time are we on? 9:32. Q4 2019, starting 20. We'll sit back and eat your popcorn and watch the results of all your hard work in 2019 play out and make your fortune. I wish you all well and hope you all succeed. So do I really do, because I think Q4 is going to be a big one for Bitcoin. I think we're going to see a big rise, although it doesn't feel like it just now. It doesn't look like it according to the charts. Feeling wise, it's totally different. It feels totally different from what it has before. But even if it does fall to 4,000 or whatever, I think it's going to be big. Mark Innes is saying, thanks Imran. Yep. Sakharov Yuk, who knows about Dent? Don't know about Dent, kind of obviously selling off, or the team selling off the coins. A lot of people to me talking about that. Obviously it's been decoupled from BTC as well on Binance, or the pairing has been stopped trading as well. So we'll see. I've been stacking Dent at these levels. It could be a brilliant move to stack Dent at these levels. Time will tell with that one. David E, I see no explosions in the top 25 projects until we get regulatory clarity and custody in the US. I do see a nice gaze based on stories and narratives. Well, it depends, David. It depends on what you kind of mean by explosion. That's why I say slow explosion. So I think with this, with the likes of Cardano, XRP, Ethereum, and Litecoin, and a couple of the others as well, the big ones, we're seeing what's called what I call a slow explosion, which seems like kind of an oxymoron, but it's almost like a slow explosion. I think is happening just now with the likes of XRP, Ethereum, Cardano, etc. So it's just going to blow up slowly. You're just going to see the chart going up and up and up and up, but it's not going to be a big, huge, massive move. That's why I call it a slow explosion. Madonna coin, yeah. Imran Chow, did you ever check on your investment duds? BAB comes to mind. I always check back in mine. Gives me a sense of relief. Makes me realise how much I've learned. Yes, I've checked on them obviously with BAB. As well, there's loads of them I was kind of invested in. The ICO bought ICO stage, AdBank, kind of bought. I'm still in them just now. What was the other one? BitDegree, I bought into BitDegree as well, still in them just now. BAB, bought into Titanium, remember Titanium as well? Managed to just scrape out that one, so I dodged a bullet there as well. Yeah, so I do. Good morning from Mino ND, Eric Roberts. Good morning to you, good to see you here, mate. G-Slick, so easy to get airdrops with PundiX through Telegram. Yes, I think you can get the FX here. I don't understand the tokenomics now. I did before, I don't understand it now, what's going on with it. Mitch Dieter, ONT and NEO were good coins, but will it survive? NEO 3.0 coming out, I think so. ONT, yes, I think so as well. I think they'll have their day again. I think they'll survive the KuCoin Purge. Imran Chowdhury, cheers Steve for another great stream, and to all the CYT-Crypto family. Let's send all that positive energy back to Steve, the amount he gives us. Cheers, mate. Always a solid voice in this space. Thank you, mate. Honestly, your contributions are brilliant. I love your contributions as well, Imran. I really do appreciate it, as everybody else. He's just chatting in the morning, having a cup of coffee is brilliant. I love it. I get my energy from that as well. Sometimes it's kind of really down. I know what people are down, but in days like this and weeks like this in the coming months, it's going to be amazing. And this is why I keep coming back every day. I could have so finished up and just thought, oh, to hell with crypto, and to hell with the channel. I could have finished loads of different times, but you keep on going. I keep on going as well because of this, because it's coming. I feel it's coming, but I've been feeling that for a couple of years, but it doesn't matter how long it takes, it is coming. And I hopefully everybody else kind of holds on as well. Neo and ONT, Mitch Dieter. I've not got time just now, we're just about to finish up. Maybe steady rise is a better description. No, I like slow explosion, I like the kind of oxymoron niche of that as well. So I kind of like to play with words as well. And just saying that as well, I'm just, I don't know if I've got this. So I'm hopefully bringing out a new book towards the end of the year or at the beginning of the year called The Belief Principle. And this is a personal development book, and I'm going to get a kind of page set up. I'm writing that just now. This is one of the books I'm writing just now. So hopefully you'll get on board with that as well. It talks about the kind of money side of things as well, and the kind of beliefs around about money as well. So I just wanted to get that in there before I kind of, I've not finished it yet. It's nearly finished just now. The first draft is nearly finished, and then a couple of publishers are interested in it. I'll see what happens there. I don't know if it's going to come off, and it'll probably not be called The Belief Principle because that sounds too religious-y, I think. But that's a working title just now, and that's a working cover at the moment just now. So hopefully once that comes out, you'll support that as well. That'd be brilliant if you could support that as well once it does come out. But the important thing is about the beliefs around money as well, and other beliefs that you have in your life as well. So hopefully that'll come about. David D, we do appreciate your streams. I do appreciate, honestly, I appreciate you being here. I know sometimes you can't be arsed being here because the market's down, but you turn out kind of every day, and I really love it when you do as well. Imran, hey Steve, can I help with the front cover graphics? I'm a designer. Excellent. Well, I need to work on the title still. I need to kind of survey kind of an audience and get a proper title, but that's just a title I've had since 2014, but this year I started writing the book, nearly finished it, can't wait. And wow, almost 16 BTC trading on backed. Yeah, that's at the moment. That's High Plains Drifter. That's at the moment. That changes kind of throughout the day, but that'll change. I think that'll come up once the institutions get some regulations, get some custody in there as well, like David D was talking about as well. That's going to change. We're in a price discovery moment just now as well, with regards to kind of Bitcoin. So yeah, I think that will change. Okay, I know we crammed a lot into today's stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And just for having a cup of coffee and chatting crypto with me. Always love it. And I will speak to you tomorrow, same time, same place. Until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently.